Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India, Mahabharata520. As you may remember, Krishna was saying that the Pandavas couldn't have won the war if they hadn't used unfair means. This Duryodhana could never have been killed in a fair fight. Look at me and listen to me carefully. Long ago in the Kamyaka forest, I wiped the tears away from my dear Draupadi and promised to her that I would cause the death of all those who made her cry. Yudhishthira, you did not mind the insult to her in the court of Hastinapura. You were bent only on the right or wrong of it. You allowed your wife to be insulted by these animals, and you stood silent because you thought it was not righteous to interfere. You stopped Bhima from doing what he should have done. But I could not let Draupadi cry. When she was in the court, no one came to help her. The great Bhishma and Drona and all the others never helped her. I swore to kill every one of them. Yes, every one of them. I killed the great Bhishma because he had not the courage to interfere with the beasts of the court who were harassing Draupadi. I killed Drona for the same reason. He was also indifferent on the day when the game of dice was being played. He had no right to join the war and fight on the side of Duryodhana when he knew that the Pandavas were in the right. He loved this sinner, and so with Bhishma, Drona too had to die. I am bent only on one thing, the righting of a wrong done to good people. I have achieved it. I am not sorry. As for the sin of all this unfair fighting, let it fall on my head. I'm prepared to shoulder that too for the sake of the Pandavas. They mean my very life to me. But come, the sun has reached the western hill. Let us go away from here. The entire Pandava host went away from the neighborhood of Samantapanchika. The king was there, all alone, dying, with his thighs broken, with no one by his side. After the war, Chapter 1. Arjuna's chariot. The Pandavas returned to their camps. It was the rule that they should enter the camp of the enemies. They proceeded toward the camp of Duryodhana. They entered, blowing their conchas. The Panchajanya and the great Devadatta were blown lustily. Krishna did not want their enthusiasm to be dampened by the scene at Samantapanchika. He was the most cheerful of them all. As soon as they arrived at the camp, Krishna asked them all to stand still. He told Arjuna, Arjuna, take up your Gandiva and your quivers. Get down from the chariot. Krishna was still sitting in the chariot. Arjuna did as he was bid. After he had got down, Krishna abandoned the reins and the whip and descended from the golden chariot fretted with gems. The moment Krishna got down, the great Hanuman, who was on the banner, suddenly sprang into the skies and disappeared from their sight. It was amazing. They all turned their eyes on Arjuna's chariot. Even as they were looking on, the chariot began to burn like a pile of wood. And in a matter of a few moments, it was just a heap of ashes. The white horses of Arjuna were all burnt up. The chariot of Arjuna, the sight of which would strike terror into the hearts of the Kauravas, was now a heap of ashes. Arjuna turned his tear-filled eyes to Krishna and said, My Lord, what is this I see? Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.